Jackson's Comedy Clubhouse, and he's a keeper for all eternity. You guys are gonna love him. You're here to see him. Put your hands together, everybody, for Jon Alcabes!
Oh, eternity, damn. I want to know more about the cow thing. No, I don't. I want to keep drinking milk. I drink so much milk. I'm gonna grow up to be so big and strong. You're all gonna cower. How big and strong that Kelsey made me.
Cower.
Oh, I didn't even. If I had known that it was a pun, I never would have said it. I'm so sorry, everybody. I apologize deeply. What's up? I'm come here from Santa Cruz, and I'm here in your town, in your room. And I go to UC Santa Cruz, and I get lost on the campus all the time. I'll just be walking around, just fucking hopelessly lost, because there's like no signs anywhere. There's just totally devoid of signs on that campus, which is because we're so progressive that we don't want to put labels on anything. You know, like who are we to really say where the media center is? Our place. I did see one sign on our campus. It was a flyer for something called a Queer Slam, which turned out to be a place for people who identify as queer to perform slam poetry. It's a great thing. It's great to live in 2016 and have that. But if you're running that event and you like have made that Word document, you're not even gonna like check it once. You're not gonna like double check to make sure that that's a good name for your what's happening in classroom C, because that doesn't, the image it evokes is violent and horrible. The real thing is fine. It's just a girl with pink hair snapping a lot. There's other people there, but the image it evokes is of like an old Southern man in overalls telling you to like get on down to the barn for a good old-fashioned queer slam. We don't want that in our community at all. We don't want someone telling us like that is $5 to slam one queer, $10 for two queers, $12 for three queers. Say what you will about that fictional homophobe, but he's a great salesman. He is. If you were a bigot on a budget, that would be your guy. You'd go to him for every. It's all right. Have a new version of that tag on my desk by 6 a.m. I don't feel like writing it. I think there's a lot of double standards that guys hold women to, and I think the worst one is that, like, on one hand, we want them to be all skinny, but then on the other hand, we'll say things like, oh, girls don't poop, that's gross. But it's like, hello, some women are bigger just because they're holding in all their poops. They're just walking around all day.
You figured it out!
Poops, yeah, it's not fair. And then they poop and then they get all skinny and we're like, oh, poop, gross. And they're like, come on! What do I gotta do? Right? It's crazy. Snoop Dogg doesn't hold women to double standards, he just hates them. Let me explain. Because he'll say things in his lyrics like, I don't love no hoe, I never love no hoe, I'll never love no hoe. But all that makes me want to know is, like, who hurt you, Snoop? Who broke your little doggy heart, you know? Because I'm here for you, right? I'm here for you. If you're in here or anywhere, I'm here for you. If you're listening, Snoop, I'm here for you. I want to provide a shoulder for the boss dog DOWG to cry on, if need be. I just feel like we've all spent so much time listening to his music, but when's the last time someone really listened to him, you know?
True.
That joke didn't make anyone laugh, it just makes us all want to cuddle. Cuddle for Snoop. That's what he would want. I had a funny conversation with my roommate last week. He sat me down and he was like, Jon, have you been doing cocaine? And it like took me a minute because I haven't, and I was like, no. Oh, yes, I've been doing nasal spray every morning, and that's what you've been hearing. But what bothered me the most about the situation is that I had been living there for 3 months doing nasal spray every morning. So in his brain, I'm doing blow every single morning, and it took him that long to say something. That's how much he cares about me. Like 3 months, he's like, maybe he'll work it out. And then after that, he's like, I'm gonna sit him down at breakfast. And be like, hey buddy, what do you say we stop doing blow every morning, huh? Let's maybe switch to coffee? Do you know about coffee? It's great. It's delicious. Affordable, legal, fully legal in all 50 states. Rarely ever cut with baby laxative. It's mostly just coffee. Almost every time, it's just coffee. Did you know that cocaine dealers cut their product with baby laxative? Yeah. I know that because every time I try to party with my 2-year-old nephew, he shits all over the place. Just everywhere. I'm just scrubbing it up like, God damn it, Nathaniel, I thought you could hang, what the fuck? Until I learned that it was baby laxative, and then I didn't blame him anymore, because he's a baby, he can't control that, you know. I can handle my baby laxative, I just get the farts, but not him, he can't. He can't handle it, it's just too much for him. I'm fascinated by kids, because they're so fascinated with the world. Ever seen a little kid out in public, like at the grocery store or some shit, like just making this face, just doing the... Little kids get to the same places mentally and spiritually and emotionally that grown-ups have to take psychedelics to get to, but kids are just there. Kids are just there like sitting in the stroller just in awe of the world, just holy shit. Because they're just amazed. They're like, what? There's a bank and a grocery store and a park? I thought there was nothing. I thought there was nothing in existence. I was just a black void, and then I'm born and there's a guy in a mask and has metal stuff. What the fuck? Like, seriously, one of those little kids ever made eye contact with you, and they're just like, "You too? How many people are there?" There's my mom and the nanny and the dad, but Jesus Christ, this is a lot. Yes. I don't think little kids like me. At least, because I was walking out of 7-Eleven with some candy once, and some kid was giving me the stink eye. And I was like, I wonder why that is. And then I realized, like, oh yeah, he's jealous because I can have candy whenever the fuck I want. Just anytime, candy. I looked him in the eyes, I was like, this is dinner, dude. Like, get ready. He said, I didn't even clean my room today. No homework, nothing. This is just, I want candy. That's the kind of candy this is. This is, let's have a Reese's cup kind of candy. So that's where I'm at, is like at the cusp of adulthood, where I'm living alone, and that's about it. I did just turn 21, so the fake IDs are over. It's done. No more fake IDs. Which is really nice, because I don't like lying. Like, I hate, one time I was I was trying to go to this club, and I gave the bouncer my ID, and he looked at it, and he was like, this isn't you, dude. This is an old Chinese lady. And I was like, no, dude, that's me. Look again, that's me. It's like, really? You're Fuang Li? And I was like, that's how Westerners tend to pronounce it, yeah? And he was like, and you're 82? And I'm like, yes I am. And he was like, but your skin's so smooth. And I was like, stop it. And he was like, seriously? He's like touching my face. He's like, seriously, how do you get it like that? And I was like, you are too much, mister. Jesus. So now we're dating, and he still thinks I'm an old Chinese lady. And like my parents, they want to meet him, but they don't know that he thinks I'm an old Chinese lady. It's just a mess. Always be honest. Always be honest is what I'm getting at, because you never know what you're gonna get yourself into. I met this girl the other day in Santa Cruz. She was a traveling folk, a hitchhiker, and she like had it all figured out. She had everything. I was talking to her, and she realized it was clear that she like recently like talked to God or something, but taken a shitty message. And she was like, what do you want to do, man? And I was like, oh, I want to do comedy. And she was like, well, then do comedy. Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah, but it doesn't really pay the bills at this point. She was like, what bills, man? What bills? My bills. My PG&E, AT&T. She's like, you're just going to be the guy who pays bills your whole life? I was like, well, if you're putting it like that, then yes, that's the guy I'm going to be. She was like, don't you ever want to just like go explore, like go into the forest alone, like really like get to know yourself? I was like, no, I don't want to go, no. She's like, really, you want to go camping alone? That's so weird. I was like, is it? Is that weird? Because I wasn't judging you. I don't think it's weird that you want to do that, but it's like more not weird that I don't. Like you're the weird one, but you're not weird, but I'm definitely not weird, I don't think you're weird, but like if one of us has to be weird, then it's you. If we're gonna be pitted against each other in that way, then I like Bernie Sanders, but I refuse to buy a shirt. I won't wear a Bernie Sanders shirt because I like to keep my shirts, and that shirt has an expiration date on it. Because no, but even if he loses, then yes, it's not a cool shirt to wear anymore. But even if he wins, then it's especially not a cool shirt. Because do you really want to be the guy who's like fucking the president's biggest fan? The guy outside the White House with a foam finger and a Field of Burn cup koozie, like, yeah, go Mr. President! You're doing great! Great policies, great legislation, good work all around. That's the same guy who says the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, even though he's not in school anymore. He just, yeah. Are we gonna all cuddle again? Is that really like a sympathetic character? That
He is.
He just stands in front of the flag every morning when he wakes up, just like, I pledge allegiance to the flag. We all know it. I don't know.
Clearly autistic.
Clear, yeah. That's what that is. He's got to be. I worry about the president. I worry about President Obama because it's got to be a tough job, and I know that I have issues. I have like anxiety and depression, and I just makes me wonder if like the president does and how hard that must be. Like, can you imagine if you like had severe depression, you were the president? I wonder if Michelle Obama ever walks into the Oval Office and he's just on the ground, just having a breakdown. He's just like, fuck, I hate everybody. Shit. I want to be fucking assassinated. This sucks. Everybody hates me. There's whole TV shows about how much they hate me. That's bullshit. And Michelle's like petting his hair. She's like, no, baby, who hates you? Nobody hates you. It's like Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell hates you. Not wrong. That's the thing. So how do you combat that? How do you combat depression when the person's just not wrong, you know? Don't. Bernie Sanders wants to give me free college, which is great, but I would want to take the option where I don't have to go to college. I want that checkbox to be able to. If free college is like, it's like if somebody was like giving everybody free jet skis, and you were like, oh hey, super thoughtful. I don't actually jet ski. Thank you. And they were like, no, you will jet ski. You will jet ski for 4 years, maybe 5, depending. You'll think about it constantly. You'll think about it always. And I was like, okay, I will jet ski. I will think about it constantly. Think about it always. I'll end with this. It's Passover is coming to an end. Are we celebrating Passover, or are we celebrating the end of it so we can finally know about
The end.
Yeah.
Finally leavened bread.
Finally, yeah. There's so many little traditions of like cakes that we make that's out of matzah, but it's still a fucking cake. But my favorite part of Passover is the 4 glasses of wine you have to have during a Seder. I think that's a lot of fun. Us Jews, we have traditions like that because our version of God is the pledge master of a fraternity. Just up in heaven forcing us to drink. It's like, chug it down, bitch, I'm frat God. It's like, cut off the tip of your dick. It's the rules. Everybody did it. That's what you gotta do to get in. That's all. Kill your firstborn son. What? Yeah, it's brutal, dude. I don't care. Fucking do it. No, I'm just playing. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Do you see that? Seriously, he's gonna do it. That's what happens, right? God tells him to kill his son, and then he's like, okay, and then God's like, don't do that. That's my thing. For your only begotten, for your sins, my only begotten son. I don't know what it is, but he did it. All right, that's been my time. Thank you very much.
Killer set from Jon Alcabes. Absolutely killing Jesus at the end of it. Love